Why, hello there, friends, and welcome back to Katawa Shoujo with the route that I've been looking forward to, because Rin's weird, and you guys know I like weird, but this is during the whole, the Prussian blue stuff, so this looks to be a little different. I don't remember if I said it because it's been so fucking long since I recorded. Because reasons. But I did accidentally get onto the Rin route when I was trying to get to, I think I was trying to get to Kenji's, stupid thing. And that's when I accidentally got onto her route. So, but I didn't actually I felt the suspicion that I was getting on her route because it was very her centric, and I was like, uh-oh. So I didn't read anything. I didn't see nothing. But yeah. Anyway, this is different from what I see, so yeah, let's jump on in and get right to it. What do you think? Emmy heaves a sigh. I guess I'll have to go back and get some Prussian blue. What'd she fucking say? She was like, it's the blue that's Prussian. Or whatever. I promised to help with our class project, though, so I'll be back a bit later. Can you manage without it for a few hours? Rin nods, and so Emmy leaves. Alright. I stay. Oh, okay. Because I like watching Rin paint, and because I have nothing better to do. I sit on a box and pick up today's book from my bag. A story about three guys drinking beer for 2 weeks straight and doing little else. What? Why would I read that? Rin moves from the spot that was in need of the blue and starts slowly working on another. Her foot works the brush steadily against the plastered wall. Layers of paint on top of layers of paint. The mural slowly gains more form. I turn the page at a leisurely pace. In this chapter, they were there drinking beer at the protagonist's friend's place. In the previous one, it was the protagonist's own apartment. Why am I reading this? It's not a page-turner kind of book. A slice of someone's imaginary life that makes me wonder why it had to be written. I'm sure you can make it interesting. Why indeed? The reason for doing something creative. It's something incomprehensible. Like why Rin does paintings. It feels like she and Emmy are the same, going squarely against their fates if it's just out of spite. Did I be so spiteful? How dare you remove my arm? I'll do something that requires it. Rin even said something like that. Do something you can't just because you can. Is that what she meant? Is that a reason? It might be Emmy's. She comes off as quite a headstrong person. Rin doesn't give off that kind of air. Thinking about it, she doesn't give off any kind of air. Or maybe a different kind every time I talk with her. A weird air, a weird aura. Why did she say what she said? Why does she, or anyone at all, paint, or draw, or sculpt, or write? Get your brain juices onto the page, I've never had much of a creative impulse, so I don't think I can really understand it. It makes me feel hollow inside. Like I'm dead. What a grim thought. I can't really decide whether it's true or not either. Am I content being this way? I can't deny I'm feeling a bit envious of Rin, but I can't really consider it a flaw of any kind. I'm myself and she's herself. Yeah, do what you do. Still, I do need to find... burp, something. That was an acid reflux burp. That's not a good burp. Something that could make me feel a little less lost about myself. Instead of just drowning myself in these books as I did in the hospital. I can't help but feel disoriented. The new school, lifestyle, and people around me contribute heavily to the sensation. I'm trying my best to fit into existing social circles, and most of the people I've met have been really nice. It still feels like I'm an outsider, though, like I don't belong. What are you talking about? You have a heart problem. You belong. I shake the feeling off, realizing that I'm spacing out. I have neither turned a page of the book nor done anything for Rin. She's trying to pour some paint from a big can using only her feet. Uh-oh. Having not bothered to ask me. Or maybe she did, and I didn't hear it. She probably didn't, to be honest. Either way, it looks very unstable. Oh. Oh my god. The big feet. I quickly jump to help her, as it looks like she's about to spill the contents all over the can. Not all over the can, all over the pavement. I take the can from her feet and pour some in a bowl. She doesn't say anything, and neither do I. I catch a glimpse of her eyes, looking silently at me and from her under her unkempt bangs. It's an unreadable expression, a perfect poker face, mixed with a hint of something like mild surprise. You're helping me? I wonder what she's thinking. Maybe she's wondering what I'm thinking. Maybe nothing. That's nothing. A penny for your thoughts? God damn it. Do you have any pennies with you? Oh, here we go. I don't think so. Then I don't think I will tell. I'm not thinking anything either, so you're in luck. Except now I just did. She frowns, looking very unsatisfied. It's hard not to think about anything, but it's important. Dude, I'm always thinking about stuff. I'm about to ask why it's important when some old guy walks up to us looking like has some business with Rin. Who's this guy? And why does he scare me? Good afternoon. How's it going? Oh my god, why did I do this? I can make it. Rin doesn't take her eyes off the wall and responds so naturally that I can only assume they know each other. I haven't seen the man before. Dude, I haven't. He's got a sprite. He's important. So I naturally wonder who he might be. Maybe a teacher. His hair has faded to a silver gray. Silvery God damn it. Silver. Fuck. So much so that it looks artificially dyed. I hope that's not the case. Small round glasses hang on the bridge of his nose, but it appears he's constantly looking over the lenses rather than through them. He's studying the mural intently over said glasses. Good, good. What is this voice? What a bold composition you have here. He moves to inspect the mural closer, talking to himself about it in a way that makes it obvious he wants to hear it too. He wants us to hear it too. Very good indeed. I don't know what to make of it, but Rin doesn't seem to care much. Dude, she's just business right now. She's looking around her workspace, the various bowls of different tones scattered all over. Hisao. Oh, huh, hello? A little more of this. Oh, give me a second. I pour a 50-50 mix of two paints into the bowl to create the same pale pink tone Rin was using to fill up the shape of a man's face. Rin watches me do so. Watches me doing so. Same thing. Which makes me feel nervous somehow. Her face is so unassuming that it feels like she's just waiting for me to do something wrong. I don't think she can. The man turns to reckon me as well, looking surprised as if he noticed my presence only just now. Maybe he did. Why, hello there! Who might you be? I'm a transfer student from class, to class 3-3, Hisao Nakai, nice to meet you. Muto's class, Well, I won't hold that against you. What does that mean? What the shit was that? Wait, What the? It was birds. Okay. He laughs very loudly, obnoxiously loudly. A few small birds take flight from a nearby tree. I'm Shinichi no mi no. Oh shit! No Mia. No me. The art teacher. Ah, okay, that's why Rin knows. So this is the art teacher. In retrospect, should have guessed that much. I didn't. He even looks like one. What? What are you trying to say? As far as our first impressions go. How did you come to end up assisting my protege? I just kind of stuck with her, I think. I'm interested in the art club, I guess. Which one would lead me to her? I mean, I feel like I'm kind of on her route. I kind of got this far. But just didn't do anything. I'm interested in the art club, or we're gonna do that one. I feel like that'll lead me more towards Rin's, like, standing. I guess I'm a little interested in the art club. I blurted out, particularly, partially inadvertently, what do you mean? Nothing specific. I wonder if I could come by sometime, even if it's just to observe or something. I've been thinking that I should join a club or something, so. It is no way a premeditated move, but a vague sense of determination has really been building inside me for the past week. This might be our thing. I want to do something. I want to belong somewhere. It might as well be the art club. My shortcomings notwithstanding. I could just be Rin's assistant. That's all. That's my job. The teacher seems pleased. Oh, you want to join? Well, we always welcome new people, of course. Club meetings are normal enough. We study various aspects of the fine arts and try our hands at them as well. Or feet. Hey. He gives an embarrassed cop, but Rin doesn't seem to mind. I take a small amount of comfort from the fact that I'm not the only one with vocabulary difficulties in this school. Well, we just think too hard about it, right? Nomiya rebounds from his faux pas by theatrically checking the time from his huge gleaming pocket watch and slaps his forehead even more theatrically. I really must take my leave now, but if you have questions, I'm sure Tezuka can clarify. Somehow mentioning clarify and Rin in the same sentence doesn't feel right. Yeah, it doesn't. There will be no clarifying. However, I don't say as much to the teacher, since he seems to be in a hurry. Tezuka, I'm pleased to see that this little project is going well. I just stopped by to remind you to not run off by yourself tomorrow. I've invited certain people to the festival for you, and I'm sure they'd like to meet you as well. I hope I'll see you on Monday then, Nakai. Okay, bye. Rin, what the fuck? The teacher leaves, and we are left by ourselves again. Rin is still painting as if nothing notable happened. Since nothing in fact did, I'm left wondering what on earth is wrong with me. Art and I haven't worked together well in the past, at least judging from the grades I used to have in middle school. Dude, okay, hold on. Art class, most of the grade comes from fucking history of art. No one fucking cares. What about doing the art? Come on. I know there's art class and then there's art history, but even in normal art class, it's just like, when was this piece made? I don't know. Maybe a club will be different than a obligatory class. Who knows? Try to come up with something meaningful to ask about it, but to no avail. I'll just go to the club meeting and see how it goes. So he invited some people tomorrow just to check out your painting? He has a lot of art friends. They like to talk about art. I think he wants me to talk about art with them. I get the feeling you aren't too thrilled about that. Rin shrugs non-committally, but it still gives an impression of her general displeasure at the idea of having to discuss her painting or anything with any other people. I don't really like talking about art. It is already a way to talk without talking, so why bother talking about it? I get that. It's kind of like it's like being bored and talking about being bored because you're bored. I am following you. Dude, I followed that so easily. Have you ever talked about being bored? It's pointless and not very exciting. All you could say is, I'm so bored. I once spent a week trying to think of something meaningful to say about boredness. It was the most boring week I've had. I mean, that's pretty fitting, right? Rin gives me a look. The laconic look kind that looks like it doesn't mean anything, but it does. The Rin dialogue, dude. Anyway, I don't know. I guess I just rarely can come up with anything to say about art. I mean, like the one you're doing now. I have no idea what to think about it except, I mean, it looks nice. What's this painting about? It's not about anything at all. Oh. That's what I'd like to say, so I did. But that was a small lie. I said it anyway because I would kind of like it to be true. Teacher wanted me to do this, but I didn't have any ideas. I tried to have some, but nothing happened. So now this is a painting without any ideas. It's a painting that you were just told to do. But what are you painting then? No idea. Come to think of it, I think I'll call this no idea. Now I started thinking again. This is bad. What the fuck was that? Wait. She like malfunctioned there. She shakes her head vigorously for a while, trying to shake thinking out of her head. That amber red hair flies wildly around. This is why I had Emmy help me. She makes it easy to not think about anything. You know how she just talks and talks and talks about nothing for hours? It's like her head is made of bubblegum foam bath jelly. You're kind of the same, but not really. It's very helpful if you stay here. I'm not sure if that's a compliment. I wouldn't know how to take that. It's probably neither, with Rin being the overtly neutral person she is. All I know is that my heart says maybe. So is there anything specific you'd like me to do to make you not think? Just be. I can do that. I can exist. So without knowing what I should do, I just sit on an empty box and watch her continue with the painting, idly leafing through the pages of the beer bird drinking book. Rin has a serene expression on her face, her dark green eyes hiding what she might think behind them. No, wait, she's supposedly not thinking about anything, right? Trying not to. She quietly hums to a tune, interrupting every now and then with the polite request for more paint or, another kind of brush. Her concentration is admirable, even though she seems to be sleep-deprived and under pressure to finish the job. Inch by inch, the painting gains more form, details being added on top of details, colors entwining with each other, filling the empty spaces, growing on top of each other. I find myself thinking about inspiration and motivation to create art again. Dude, I suck at painting. I suck at painting. I suck at drawing. I suck at doing anything that's not, well, this, I guess. And even then, I suck at this. I can't even read properly. Brain! Why? Where does one get ideas? They don't come out of nowhere, and I don't think there are muses that magically inject some inspiration into your head. Dude, I wish. Ideas have an origin and a purpose. The more I think about it, the more I'm convinced that Rin is lying about her mural, or at least twisting the truth. Maybe she doesn't even realize it herself. You can't do anything creative without having an idea of what you're going to create. That goes against the definition. Now hold on. I feel like it's definitely harder if you have no like idea of what you're doing, but like sometimes, you know, your hands or your feet in this case just kind of move along, you know. Every stroke must be decided to be drawn, even if it's made at random. Then that too is a conscious decision. So her painting, even this one, must be based on having some deliberate goal or idea of what to paint. If Rin's ideas have no idea, as she said, does that count as having an idea? Okay, we're getting real philosophical right now. A logical paradox? Dude, the robot would have exploded by now. That seems to be Rin's modus operandi for most normal interactions. So it wouldn't surprise me if she hadn't even noticed this herself. I wonder if I should bring it up, but I'm not sure if I want to engage in an argument about logic with this girl. No way, dude. One of us would probably end up short-circuiting fairly quickly, so I discard the thought. Can't. Rin is squirming and shuffling restlessly. What's the matter? Wait, what'd she just do? Did she like do? Oh, she did like a little angry face. Even her usual blank visage breaks occasionally into pretty difficult looking expressions. The kind that one doesn't just come up with accidentally. Is everything okay? You doing alright? Yes. No. My back started hurting again. Well, this painting is too big, after all. And it's hard to paint in this position. Aw, you want to take a break? After I finish this part. Dude, once your back starts hurting, that's when you should be like, nope, it's break time. Of course, she doesn't take a break, and I don't bring it up again because that would be completely and utterly pointless. Rin continues her work, and I stay with her. I like to watch her paint, and I'm going to be a member of the same club she's in now. Okay, so oh my god, maybe we're like on that path now? When she declares the mural to be finished, it's already so dark that I have no idea how she can tell. There's no celebration, no general sense of a job well done. Just a tired and laconic, I'm done, and then we both go to sleep. Right there next to the painting, we just fall asleep. The actual dream. God damn it. Alright, so is this gonna, I wonder if this is the same? Yeah, okay. Let's see. So yeah, there's Kenji, he's doing his Kenji thing. Join the art club. Alright, so I guess I'll go with them to the festival. Yeah, the festival. You did what? Here we fucking go, dude. I joined the art club. Man, that was a really bad move. Really bad. You don't know what kind of girls there are in the art club. Troubled, angsty cuties who'll tear your heart out and eat it raw. What if they just want to cook it a little? Also, I wouldn't mind. My heart's kind of defective. Well, I know one art member, and I don't really see Rin suddenly becoming a psychotic murderer. I can, but, you know, that's just because I expect the worst. That seems unlikely. Don't say that. Don't fool yourself. You have no idea what you're dealing with here. They are the worst kind. They'll drag you in with all this fancy-pantsy shit. And when you least expect it, BAM! They get ya. Bam what? Kenji seems slightly fazed at my skepticism, but not any less loony. I read loony as horny for a second. Not any less horny. Oh, man. It doesn't matter. What? Tread carefully, man. Tread carefully. Is he gonna slink back into his room? He fingers, oh yeah, his scarf nervously, faster and faster, like he's trying to start a fire, and then slowly begins to calm down once the panic attack finishes running its course. I'm going to have to find some place to hide in, a safe haven, and then knock the lights out of myself so I don't have to experience this horrible day. I love whenever he says that. Alright. So now we're festivitable time. The happy hubbub of the crowd greets me as I push myself through the main door and step outside. The school grounds were transformed into festival grounds over yesterday and this morning. Colorful stands line at the main wall. Hey! Walkways from the main entrance to the school building. Some people are still carrying stuff to and fro, but behind most counters are relaxed students who look like they're good to go. Most other students have been up early to finish the preparations. A feeling of guilt passes through me, but it soon goes away. I'm just a lowly transfer student after all. God damn it. Some visitors are already strolling around the grounds. There are some young families with the perturbed parents trying to keep up with their overenthusiastic offspring. Why am I talking like this? A few students of our own accompanied by their parents, and a lot of old and young people who are here for no reason I can imagine. What? They can't enjoy a nice festival? Fuck you, Hassan. He just gets so mad. The Karelian Corvette bursts into life, and the principal's squeaky voice announces the opening of the festival over the PA system. Oh! That's his voice. Everyone applauds politely, as if a bit unenthusiastically. A school festivitable. We don't really have festivals at my old high school. It feels kind of old-fashioned, especially considering the school I came from. But it's still somewhat exciting. A day off feels sweet after the first week of hard work, despite me lying on the hospital bed for 4 months prior to this. Well, that's not taking a break. That's you in the hospital. Like, you can't, I feel like that's not a break. I recall even wishing that I could go to math lessons during my little stint at the hospital. But I can't remember the program for the festival, even though Muto went through it during classes the other day. I step off the dorms, intending to take a tour around the grounds to see all the others lined up. Brain? I totally like injected that line in there to see all the stuff the others have set up, not lined up brain. But I only make it down to the bottom of the stairs because yeah, Rin's probably there with her painting. A few people are studying Rin's mural on the wall, while the artist herself is lounging on the sidelines, leaning against the wall and looking extremely bored and mildly under the weather. Good morning. Hello. How's it going? Nowhere. I'm stuck. What do you mean by stuck? I mean I can't walk stuck. I think my legs are out of order because of yesterday. Oh. Does it hurt? It's hard to say. Maybe. What do you mean? If your legs hurt, they hurt. The strain of working on the mural was greater than she let me know. I thought it was just a bit of tired muscles or something. I mean to ask further, but Rin swiftly moves on to another topic. Well, she said that her back was hurting and stuff, and she didn't even take a break. Teacher's friends came by. Then they headed into town for lunch and asked me to go. It was a good thing my legs hurt so much. But you're stuck sitting there? Like, that's not good. I'll just wait here until I can walk again. It should be either sooner or later if you think about it for a while. Rin, please. Teacher was happy that I finished the mural. He should be. But I wonder if it's finished after all. What? I thought yesterday that I'd done everything, but now I'm not sure anymore. I should paint more details. Maybe. Probably. It's very hard to decide. Dude, that's the hardest way. You don't know if it's done, if it's good enough, you know. Finished or not, the mural looks great in broad daylight. Yeah, it's certainly something. Look at these nips. Various human body parts repeated over and over in a wildly mutating, mostly disfigured variety are the main element. They are rough looking, as if thoughtlessly placed and rudimentarily painted, but a great deal of thought and care had gone into each and every one of them. Does this one have a frog growing out of its head? It's a goldfish. I wouldn't have said that was a frog. Oh no, no, art nipples. More art nipples, but those are the lady ones. That's fine. What's that? It's nothing. Well, anyway, the wall is so wide that I had to turn my neck from side to side to see the entire painting. It's hard to consider it as a single piece. The elements don't seem to fit together, but I guess they do create some kind of whole. Dude, it's all over the place. It's nuts. Abstract as it is, I have no idea what it's supposed to be portraying, but it looks nice. That's enough for me. I settle myself next to Rin, leaning against the wall like she does. Ooh, look at this man. He's too happy looking. The happy noises of the festival are becoming louder and louder as more and more folks enter the grounds. The dorms are far from the main attractions in the building, the main building, and the stands around the courtyard. So are around the and the stands around the courtyard. Brain? What? No, that wasn't even my brain fucking up. That's game. So most visitors have not found their way here yet. Okay, just sliding on in. A somewhat bored expression settles on Rin's face, making her look detached from everything that's going on around her. She's being awfully quiet. I wonder if she's in pain. She literally can't walk. So what did the art people say about your mural? My question wakes Rin from her daydreaming. She lazily turns her face toward me. I'm not sure. What? I think they liked it. Maybe they did. What about you? Are you happy with it? Cause I kind of participated. It'd be terrible if you were unhappy. Rin tilts her head, biting her lower lip. I think it came out decently. Oh, look at she looks sad. It's not bad, but it's not good either. It just is. I guess I'm alright at being empty-minded. Can I ask something else? What does the painting really portray? I thought about it yesterday when you said that it doesn't portray anything. But that's a logical fallacy, isn't it? You can't make something out of nothing, not even art. Dude, that's bullshit. You can make something out of nothing. Rin frowns and turns her head back toward the clouds. I don't know. I'm not really good at explaining things. It's just a mural. There's nothing special to it. I said it already. She sounds annoyed at my inquiries, even though the voice I gave her makes her have no emotion whatsoever. I didn't know what I'd paint, so I decided to paint just a mural. It's a mural that portrays a mural. No, wait. I just thought up a better way to say it. It portrays itself. Damn. So, its muralness is at the maximum, at least as far as I can do. So if you think about it, I think it has some meaning. I think that's the same as this one has. That makes no sense. Meaning, I feel the corners of my mouth turning upwards into a smile. That's just a tiny bit bothered. What the shit? Oh, it's doing a full view of it. I've never understood art in the deepest meaning of the word. I get the basics. How art's supposed to be the only a means for exchanging ideas and thoughts. However, I never learned how I should interpret a piece of art to somehow divine what the artist intends to say through it. Dude, I'm really bad at, like, figuring out what an artist is trying to say with a certain art piece, unless it's lewd. Then I know exactly what they're trying to say. I know it's not any special skill, but somehow my brain can never connect art with anything else than what I see. All I see is a mural. I can admire the technical skill. After all, even I know the difference between bad art and mediocre art, and good art. But that's as far as I can go, so don't ask me about meanings, Rin. Dude, I feel like even then, like, saying art's bad or good or whatever, art's super fucking suggestive, objective, right? Like, suggestive, I mean that too. But I mean, like say this art right here, right? Someone could say in their mind that it's bad. Or good or whatever. Say even just like the sprites in this very game, since we're playing a visual novel, it is art in and of itself, and someone could say, these sprites are shit, or these sprites are amazing. It's very just art's all over the fucking place. There are some times when you could clearly tell that it's art. It's just quote not that great, but I don't know. Her reply sure made me reluctant to ask her about it any further. So what are you doing when you get on your feet? Nothing. Nothing? But there's a festival. Don't you want to have some fun? I'm fine like this. You don't like socializing much, do you? No. I think I'm arguing more for her than for myself at this point. It's not that I'm particularly thrilled about the festival either, just a bit curious to see what it's like, and that's about it. Her answer is unsurprising. No, I don't. I guess me neither in the end. You should go if you want to. I know, but I can keep you company. I'm not used to all this just yet, so it's okay to take it easy. I can leave though if you want to be alone. I was gonna say she told us she likes when we're here, us or Emmy's around. I like it if you're here. We circle around each other with words, but eventually end up somewhere. Her saying that makes me feel oddly happy, so I stay. Her presence is something I like too. The odd, warm aura of serenity that she seems to emanate makes it comfortable to be silent. I really like that. Well, like, you're just so comfortable you don't have to say anything. We watched some people walk by, the two of us silent. Everyone else chattering happily among themselves. Among us. Students are leading their families to the dorms to show their rooms. They pass us and the mural, maybe glance at it once or twice. I pay less attention to them and more to my companion, trying to figure my way past her cryptic, unreadable wall of a face. Good luck with that. She's analyzing. Rin's eyes flicker restlessly from one person to another as they walk by. Is she waiting for people to stop by the mural? Maybe secretly hoping someone would comment on it? Maybe she's trying to read their expressions when they look at it? I don't think anyone would assume she was the artist. We're just sitting here like a pair of hobos, after all, and she doesn't even have hands. Yeah, she'd probably be the last person I would assume that was the artist, just because of the no arms thing, but hey. And then I'd get shown up, right? I'd be like, God damn, you did this with your feet? What a mad lad. I wonder if it's even in Rin's style to fish for compliments. She seems so aloof. More people walk by, some of them pointing their fingers at the mural, exchanging words that I can't make out. Someone drops a snow cone on a shoe. Oh man, too bad for him. It's just a snow cone. Everyone seems to like it, I suggested tentatively, throwing a topic in the stale summer air separating us. Rin doesn't answer right away, but by now I'm mostly used to her occasional slowness when she must talk. It's like she takes great care picking her words, which is really unbelievable when you consider the jumble that comes out of her mouth. Leave her no bully. I wanted to make it so that you can just look at it without thinking. Then I realized that it doesn't make sense, so it became something like a mix of this and that. From far away, it looks like someone vomited a herd of butterflies on the wall, which is exactly what that obnoxious president person didn't want. Is that word that? Is that word that? What word? What? That. What is the word for more than one butterfly? Butterflies? No, like a herd or a school or a heap. I don't know. But I don't think herd of butterflies is, you know, I don't know, a flock maybe? Maybe people like butterfly vomit. Rin looks at the mural, looking surprisingly unhappy. The middle could be better. Usually I like in-betweens, but this was a pain in my butt. Not literally, of course. Then again, I did get that too. I guess it was literally after all. Don't be so critical of yourself. Come on. Don't be an artist. She looks at me funnily, but shuts up. At this point, I start thinking if I should really leave and do something more constructive with my Sunday. Princess, carry her. Take her around the festival. This is the pinnacle of social failure. A whole free day, a festival right outside my doorstep, and what do? I sit here with Rin, being homeless. Two bystanders with nothing to do except to think what a pity it is to just be a bystander. Even realizing how pitiful it is, I don't do anything. I don't stand up and take off for a day of fun. Why is that right there? Why is the shuffling that? Why is the music gone? ... Fidget? What the shit? Why is the text? This is the first time we're seeing like this. Rin is shuffling about restlessly, constantly swinging one leg over the other knee and then back again. She has a very irritated look on her face. Rin, what's the matter? Is something wrong? Yes. No. Yes. She suddenly hops to her feet. It's surprising. I thought she was rendered immobile, but apparently that's not the case. I have to go find Emmy or someone. I need some help with something. I can help you. No, it's okay. One of us has to stay here in case something happens. What? Don't be ridiculous. Nothing even remotely interesting has happened since I came here except that one guy who dropped a snow cone on his foot. And fuck that guy. Let me help you out since I'm bored. Oh no, not the bored talk. So what is it? Rin's lips flattened tightly against each other into an almost perfectly horizontal line. She closes her eyes and draws in a deep breath. When she opens her eyelids, the frighteningly stern look in her dark eyes takes me aback. Hisao, you might not want to hear this, or maybe you do. I don't know. But it doesn't matter. And even if it did, you are not leaving me any choice. I'm having my period. Oh, and I need some help regarding that. However, I don't feel that our relationship is yet on the level where I can allow you to pull my underwear down in the girls' toilet, even if you offer to. That is not what I expected. That's why you should stay here while I go and look for Emmy. As blood rushes to my cheeks like a rising tide, my brain's trying to desperately search for an answer, but the only thing I can think of is how that was the most coherent thing I have ever heard come out of Rin's mouth during the 4 days that I've known her. And it happened to be about her period. What the fuck? Yes. He just says yes. Not wanting to meet Rin's eyes, I turn my face aside, pretending I'm looking at someone's parents. From the corner of my eye, I see Rin turning on her heel and walking off without further ado. I feel like going to hide under some rock. Look! Dude, she just went out with it. I wonder how long Rin will be gone, or if she'll return at all. I don't fucking know. That was amazing. Just saying that with in Rin's voice, and just Rin like, all right, you leave me no choice. And people say this route is bad. That's what they are. Everyone's a fucking critic, just like with art. Everyone's a goddamn critic.